And you think they couldn't run Stephen A. Smith for president? Are you kidding me? Think it through. And I'm going to tell you what they're thinking. Hey, Donald Trump went from The Apprentice and a TV show to the president of the United States. And yes, I know, you know, and everyone else knows, well, Donald Trump was a billionaire real estate mogul and involved in international business deals for all of his life and, you know, has far more business experience than Stephen A. Smith. But if you can get Kamala Harris close to the presidency, vice president, you think Bob Iger and Disney don't think they couldn't install Stephen A. Smith as president? You think Stephen A. Smith is running from political show to political show to political show just for, hey, he likes being on TV? There's a purpose involved. You think he had that book written, that farcical book written, without any political aspect? This is what they do when they want to install someone as president. Anybody that's sitting there now, he could never be president. America's not that stupid. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. And I say that yes, we are, because yes, we can, and yes, we did. Barack Obama, they won't release his transcripts from whatever Ivy League school he went to. This man's background from Indonesia and being Barry Soetoro or whatever he was before then, who his father is certainly in question. Raised in Hawaii by his white grandparents and then passed off as the blackest man on the planet. And black people and white people, liberals, worship Barack Obama. Worship Barack Obama. Barack Obama, the first black president that everybody knows, his major accomplishment, his major legacy, according to Newsweek magazine, put him on the cover and called him the first gay president. Because he put the Q in Pride Month, or the trans in Pride Month. He put the transgenderism thing on the agenda. He normalized and mainstreamed same-sex marriage. And black people worship him and think that he did something for them. Newsweek and everybody else knows what Barack Obama did. But the delusion and the worship, the racial idolatry is so strong with leftists that no one can deal with the truth of what Barack Obama was and what he did and what he represented. And you think Disney, Bob Iger, the people backing Stephen A. Smith, think they can't get you to worship Stephen A. Smith? Are you kidding me? You're the naive people, the people that aren't taking this seriously. You're the naive people. I started pointing this out like, hey, people, Howard Stern's asking Stephen A. Smith questions about running for president. Patrick Bet-David, and just this week when this poll comes out, where Stephen A. Smith is polling at 2%, after just being on Bill Maher's show with all the conservatives and right-wing people. Oh, God, wasn't it great how great Stephen A. Smith was on Bill Maher's show? He said things that others had been saying for 10 or 15 years. But when Stephen A. Smith said it, it was so magical and so important. We must celebrate it. This is the installation process. Putting him on conservative platforms, Sean Hannity, putting him on liberal platforms, Bill Maher, and everybody applaud. Oh, he's a centrist. He's going to bring everybody together. This is the process. When Howard Stern is floating out, oh yeah, I'd vote for you as president, or would you ever run for president? And these other people, these are planted comments and assertions. These aren't organic. There's no one with a functioning brain who would watch Stephen A. Smith on ESPN and say, yeah, that man should be president. You know how little discernment Stephen A. Smith has? I mean, seriously, this is a process that people, influencers on the right and the left, have been participating in. People are blind to it. People think, oh, it's just a coincidence. This is organic. This is a compilation of just people propping Stephen A. Smith up over the past year or more as a presidential candidate, or just floating the idea of Stephen A. Smith running for president. This is not by accident. Play the clip. Bitcoin isn't going anywhere, so why not start stacking some today? The Fold app gives you Bitcoin rewards when you buy gift cards at Amazon, Uber, DoorDash, and Home Depot. Over 50 national merchants. Go to foldapp.com/Whitlock right now. New users get a Bitcoin bonus with their first gift card purchase. Start earning Bitcoin rewards today. Fold app.
You've been asked, I hear, about running for political office in the future, and some people have said that they could see you running for president.
Stay on it, Stephen A. You are the voice that is needed in the dialogue because you're so smart, you're savvy, you know how to communicate, and you have no dog in the fight.
I kind of like your podcast because you go off into, other topics besides the area of expertise that you're in, which is sports.
And if I were doing politics, we talk about real life issues. And the thing that would be so dangerous about me is I'm not one-sided. And one time I was approached by Governor Ed Rendell in Pennsylvania. He wanted me to run for Senate. He asked me that question, and I said, if the American people wanted me to run for the presidency of the United States of America, I would strongly consider it. And damn it, I mean it.
Would you ever run for office?
I would love to be in a presidential debate. Nothing.
I think you do great.
Oh, my. No, I'd eat him alive.
Yeah.
When you did your first two episodes, when you did your podcast, and you had Cuomo and Bill O'Reilly
Hannity.
Hannity, and then Cuomo, right?
Yes.
And I'm like, freaking love it. What?
Yeah.
This is the selling of Stephen A. Smith, completely unqualified. This man can barely talk sports in an intelligent way. And you have all these influencers from all different backgrounds pretending like this is one of the smartest people on the planet. But I'm going to provide you an irrefutable argument that there's a machine behind Stephen A. Smith, and we should be concerned about this machine, not just because of what it says about Stephen A. Smith, but what it says about all these candidates. Let's go to number 2 in that Democratic poll, Mayor Pete Buttigieg. His qualification for the presidency, his qualification for transportation secretary, his qualification for mayor of South Bend. Hey, I'm gay. That's his qualification. Now you can say, oh, he went to some school. I think he went to an Ivy League school. That don't qualify. This guy is a nut job. He hopped in a bed with another man and pretended like they gave birth to a baby. This is a mentally ill person.